Hey everyone, John here reporting from Mascot Insider here at IAAPA 2018. We're here with the wonderful Tom from International Mascots. Tom, again, it's a pleasure to literally sit down and chat with you for a little bit.
Thank you for coming by again.
Absolutely. So, I know the obvious question. What's new for 2018 coming into early 2019?
Well, I think it's just a continuation of what we've done in the past, quite honestly. Down here at IAAPA, of course, is technology is one of the highest things going. But as far as the mascot industry goes, it's just more of the same. We're having a ball doing these costumes.
All right. And what are some new mascots that you've been able to debut this year?
Well, we do a lot of corporate clients, as I've mentioned in the past, that we do that. And we just brought down one of the Tony Tiger costumes with us for Kellogg's. And I think one of the things that makes IMC so interesting is we tend to specialize in multiple characters. I don't remember the count we gave you a couple of years ago, but take example of Chick-fil-A cows that we do. We've done 5,200 cows now, if you can believe that. Yeah, and they got like 27 different outfits. And I think that's a big part of what's happening in the industry is corporations are recognizing the value of these characters, what they can do to build your brand, quite honestly. And we seem to be getting more and more of that kind of attention. And I think that's one of the things that sets IMC apart from other companies. We're able to handle those type of counts.
And for a lot of our viewers that are watching this, Tom, how long has your company actually been in operation for?
Well, International Mascot has been around for about 37 years. It was started by Joel Levier and Brian Baker. And they actually started, it was interesting, as an event company. And they were bringing costumes to these events for corporations, and they were bad costumes. So Joel and Brian decided, well, we can build better costumes. They built their own costumes. People said, where did you get them? And IMC was formed, and that was 37 years ago. And they're just terrific people to work for. Brian's not with us anymore. Joel still is, and is very, very successful with IMC.
Absolutely fantastic. And of course, if you're watching at home, you're enjoying Patches here being very animated behind us right now. He's doing absolutely a fantastic job. But can you tell us, I know obviously you're proud of all of the mascots that your company has worked on. Are there any specific mascots that you're really particularly proud of that, you know, just how they came out, or maybe just your personal favorites?
Well, watch the Grey Cup, which is a Super Bowl for Canada. Of course, we're out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, is where our home office is. And we just finished the new Grey Cup mascot, which is their Super Bowl. It'll debut next week, so you got to kind of watch for it. We're very proud of it.
And at your company, are there any costume designers that have actually had the chance to perform in some of your costumes?
Absolutely. And that's one thing we value a lot. A lot of our feedback comes from our performers. We want to know. We want to know, how did it perform? How were they perceived? When you're looking from inside a costume, you get a whole different perspective on how people respond to you. So they're very, very valuable to us. And yes, we've had several of our employees wear them. I've worn them in the past, but I tell people I've worn them just enough to know to tell you what it's like to wear one. These guys do an amazing job that are full-time mascot performers. And we're starting to see mascot performer companies form. David Raymond, who's a good friend of mine, actually trains people to be professional mascots. Jeremy Legg, who wore a lot of my costumes, has Atlanta Mascot Productions. And they have 9 people working for them now. And they're constantly booked. So it's a very, very growing segment of the industry.
Especially, and talking about that, obviously your company's been doing this for 37 years. Have there been new kind of technologies that your company has utilized, or is it still kind of done the same way, just with a lot of, when you have new talent, a lot of that creativity kind of comes in and helps, but do you use new technologies to create some of these mascots?
Well, yes, we do. We're starting to get a lot of requests for articulated costumes. And I don't know if you've seen the Mickey Mouse costume that's fully articulated. It is absolutely amazing. And we work with Chuck and Animax and doing a lot of that stuff for us. We're starting to get more and more requests for that from clients about having the costumes function more. And I think that's a direction that it's going to go to in the future. is the costumes are going to take more and more. But as far as materials, we're constantly monitoring what new materials are out there. We just found an antifungal foam a couple of years ago, which was an interesting change because that's always a problem in cleaning your costumes. So we constantly try to keep up with those products. You know, there's a new spray-on product for like bird beaks and things that forms a hard shell. It looks better than Plasti-Dip. So we're always watching those kind of things and seeing how they fit within the way we do costumes.
And I think this is more of a personal question for you. What is your favorite aspect about working for a company that makes mascots?
I think it's everybody that is around you and the clients. I've often heard Joel say, we produce joy for people. You know, we make people happy. What we do in the end result, and I think that's the most rewarding thing, is regardless of how hard the work is, working with the client, and I got great clients and I got difficult clients, but in the end, when you see the audience, when you see kids respond to these costumes, that's the greatest reward I get.
Well, Tom, I got to thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with us. Where can some of our more... He's just absolutely fantastic. Where can some of our viewers actually check out some more if they want to, you know, find out more about International Mascots?
Well, we're on social media with Instagram, and they can go to internationalmascot.com. That's our homepage, and just check it out. Come see us.
Well, thank you so much, Tom. And for more coverage of IAAPA 2018, don't forget you can go visit mascotinsider.com. Thank you again, Tom.
Thank you.
Enjoy IAAPA 2018.